A Colombian judge has convicted former President Álvaro Uribe of abuse of procedure and bribery of a public official in a long-running witness tampering case. The verdict makes him the country's first ex-president to ever be found guilty at trial. The ruling was announced by Judge Sandra Herdia in Bogota, the country's capital, following a nearly 6-month trial. Prosecutors have put forth evidence that Uribe attempted to influence witnesses who accused the leader of having links to a paramilitary group founded by the ranchers in the 1990s. Uribe was not in court of the verdict, for the judge has so far not ordered his arrest. He followed the ruling from his home outside Medellin. Uribe faces up to 12 years in prison, but a sentence will be delivered in a separate hearing. Uribe's legal team said he will appeal against the ruling. During the trial, Uribe denied trying to flip witnesses but acknowledged seeking interviews with the men as a part of his preparation for trial and to verify testimonies that were also being used in a murder trial against his brother, Santiago Uribe, who was also accused of ties to the armed paramilitaries. The judgment brought rapid condemnation from U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who decried the weaponization of Colombia's judicial branch by radical judges. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro has pushed back against criticism from U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, stressing that the nation's judiciary remains independent. Petro called any suggestion to the contrary an insult that will not be tolerated. The case against Uribe dates back to 2012 when he filed a lawsuit against Senator Ivan Cepeda with the Supreme Court. But in a surprise twist, the High Court dismissed the charges against Cepeda and launched an investigation against Uribe in 2018. Despite charges and investigations, Uribe remains popular in Colombia for his military campaign against drug cartels and the guerrilla army. Recent opinion polls revealed him to be the South American country's best-loved lawmaker. The ruling comes less than a year before Colombia's 2026 presidential election, in which several of Uribe's allies and proteges are competing for the country's top office.